안녕하세요 여러분, welcome back to my channel. And for today I'm going to show you how popular Korean food cuisine here in the Philippines and how it becomes loved by the Filipinos. So before that, don't forget to subscribe down below so you will keep on notified. Let's get started. Mabuhay 여러분, and welcome back to my channel. This is my once a fine day life. Let's discover a lot of things. 안녕하세요, I am San and this is my channel. And right now I'm here in K District. Organized this team event for July to show how Filipinos love K culture, and one of those is Korean food. But for the Filipino preference, we like more is the Korean grill restaurant because for us Filipinos, it's very similar to the daily taste of what we have in our home. And at the same time, we can taste a different bangsan or side dishes they called in Korea, where we can taste a Korean at the same time we can also have a similarities in Filipino cuisine. But why we Filipinos into a Korean food nowadays? Well, here in the Philippines, we can say that Hallyu wave has a big influence to us. That's why we got known and we got recognized those Korean goods or foods. This drama series, Jewel in the Palace, was one of the most popular air drama during 2005-2006 here in the Philippines. Like if you watch my last video before, two of Filipino answered Jewel in the Palace as one of the reasons why they start to know Korea. As this drama showing off Jang Jung-kook's skill of traditional foods and her skill in medicine, people here got to know more about Korea, and one of those are K-foods. What do you know, guys? Despite of the booming of Hallyu wave caused by the certain K-pop of the first generation, like my favorite, this one, Magayo. Some Filipinos thought that this music is not from Korea actually, and it's from the Western music. That's how unpopular to us those Korean goods or music. That's why in early 2000, it's very hard for us to try those good or food that we see on Korean drama. Like, hanggang tingin lang kami or hanggang panonood lang kami ng Korean drama, and our curiosity are keep on high. And that's why some of the Filipinos really want before to go in Korea to try those goods or food. But in year 2010, Filipinos start to open a Korean restaurant business and bring here because of the Hallyu wave. It's like malaking bagay yon para sa mga business, and ito yung magbo-boom para sa mga kabataan nowadays. So they bring those good, and some Korean start also their business here. Why year 2020 right now, it's very easy now to access, and plus the high technology nowadays that we can easy to see this kind of foods and find it anywhere here in the Philippines. Nowadays this is popular because of the startup also. Well, this is more of the popular food also in Korea, but right now it's getting more known here in the Philippines. So my favorite here is this one. It's potato. Since my channel is all about potato, ano yun? This is one of my favorites. So I'm here right now in food court where you usually find any cuisine, especially Filipino food, but there's a Korean food here, and I'm here in bibimbap where I usually go every time I crave on some Korean food, especially bibimbap, tteokbokki, japchae, and many more. So let's start order. Always follow all the health protocols for our safety. So I ordered the popular food that Filipino loves is bibimbap because this is one of the closer in Filipino palate because of like a rice bowl here in the Philippines. And at the same time, I ordered tteokbokki, one of my favorite street food in Korea. But this tteokbokki is kind of up to Filipino palates because it's very spicy and it's very different to the usual food that we have. But it's worth of trying, and right now I really love already tteokbokki. As you can see, Korean foods are very popular here in the Philippines, but there's still some foods in Korea that are not in the Filipino palate. But this one, some of the Filipinos are not into Korean because most of the Korean foods are very, very spicy. Like Korean cuisine have a similarities here in the Philippines. That's why Filipino loves it. Like 𝙤𝙤𝙑. Like my friend said before on my last vlog, 𝙤𝙤𝙑 is very kind of similar to us to a pancit that got influenced to us by the East Asia as well. That's why this food 𝙤𝙤𝙑 is very popular here in the Philippines. The crispy pata here in the Philippines is like a jokbal in Korea. Really? Some of my Korean friends or some of the Korean I know that they said that crispy pata is the same like a jokbal in Korea. So those foods, one of the foods that very similar here in the Philippines. Here in the Philippines, Korean goods have become one of the things that we already love and accepted in our society nowadays, unlike before. Some Filipinos may not like the food because it's very spicy to us and it has a different taste from what we have. Filipino want really to try those foods and now it's very open to us. But despite of the two difference of the cuisine and also the culture as well, Filipinos got already used to try those foods and got to love the cuisine as well. That's why here in the Philippines, many Filipinos really love to try different Korean cuisine and want to travel there so that they can also experience what Korea can offer, especially the foods. And that's a wrap, guys. This is my vlog for 𝐻-𝐸 for July. I hope you enjoy and get to know my country well and also how Filipino love Korean culture there. Thank you so much. 저는 산입니다. Your Miss Potato there. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on below. 네, 안녕.